Yeah, buddy, welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Unapologetic Sports. It's your favorite uncle in the building, Lee Ice, and I got my partner in crime, the
Getting better
fly
with it.
guy himself, Flying Brian. What's up, bro?
What's up, Lee Ice?
Heavy heart tonight, man. I got a heavy heart tonight. Woke up this morning, I got a phone call. Even though I expected it, it still broke my heart. I lost my favorite aunt today, man. And she was more than an aunt to me. She was more like my second mother, actually. And she had been sick for a while, so I was at the hospital all day yesterday. So I'm at peace that I got a chance to say my goodbyes. And so no more suffering, no more pain, time to rest. My Aunt Trisha, like I said, she was more than an aunt. I traveled with her as soon as I was able to walk, I was traveling with my aunt. We even went to a lot of Redskin games together, man. At the old stadium. We went when they first opened the new stadium, '97. I think we went to like 4 games and they lost every one of them games. I hated that damn stadium.
That's awesome.
I can't wait till they get out of that stadium. But yeah. But I'm feeling good. I'm at peace now that she doesn't have to suffer anymore.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
You got to see her last night. That's great.
yeah.
And we talked
hmm
earlier today about it. Want to give you we have this platform, so give you the opportunity to pay respects. Condolences go out to you and your family. I'm sure everyone watching feels the same way.
Yeah. And she loved what I'm doing. She said, keep doing what I'm doing. So I thought about not doing. I said, nah. I can hear her voice telling me, boy, you better go ahead and do that. Do your show. So
Yeah, I was gonna.
thank
I mean,
you.
when we talked earlier, I was gonna ask you, but I figured if you wanted, if you didn't want to do it, you would have let me know. I was
Right.
whatever you
Nah,
wanted to
she
do.
she she would want me to do it. She would if I didn't do it, she would be upset. I can hear her in her ear. Boy, you better go ahead and do that damn show. Thank you, beautiful Marlene from Cali.
And a big show we have planned. Big next 5 weeks we got planned.
Yeah, how you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't have anything going on like that. Thank God. It's just been getting ready for what we got planned for the next 5 weeks, and yeah, I'm good.
It's football
This
all the
football, yeah,
way to February. It's a game every
yep.
week. Football fans, we are truly in heaven for the next few months. So.
Real quick, just to get the perspective of football. Maybe it's just coincidence, but we had our most viewed episode ever was just on YouTube was last week, and then I heard somebody the numbers 7 million people watched the Hall of Fame game. Seven
Damn.
million people watch Hall of Fame game. That and no offense to
That
Matty Ice,
shows you, like,
yeah,
I
but
mean,
no, that's more than the Stanley Cup.
yeah,
The Hall of Fame game, which was actually a really good game, even though it's
football
according to everybody.
fans are like drug addicts. We are addicted to football. We are addicted to football.
So we got a few people
Oh,
giving
thank you, bro.
condolences. Anthony, I see you in the comments when we get the show started. I'll put your question up. But
Thank you,
we haven't
Maddie.
actually
I
officially
appreciate
started
I
yet. So
appreciate that. Appreciate that, Maddie Ice. Thank you, bro.
all
All
right,
right,
so we
man.
got we got we got to get started. We got to
Okay, well,
yeah.
let me go ahead. Let's thank everybody for tuning in last week's show. Let's thank everybody for tuning this week's show. Like your favorite unc always said, I hope we can entertain y'all doing whatever you're going through. Your unc going through a lot today, but I'm gonna persevere. This is therapy for me to hang out with y'all, talk sports, get into it, laugh, cry, do whatever we gotta do. So come chill with us for the next hour and 15 minutes. All
Yes,
right,
sir.
you ready?
Yes, sir.
Take a double toast to Trisha. Let's go. All
All
right,
right.
what's
So we normally got news and notes, and we will, but we got Anthony in the chat, and he just wants to talk to you. So that's fine and dandy. So Lee, I got a question for you. Was RFK as bad as what the Raiders had to deal with the Coliseum, where constantly was flooding? Yes, I went to a few concerts at RFK. I don't know if I ever actually went there when the Redskins played. So and
Mhm.
I was young, so I don't. So what would just give your quick thoughts on the
Put
stadium
it this
itself?
way:
And
if RFK was bad, I didn't know it was bad. I heard, rumors, but they never complained about the way they complain about FedEx or whatever it's
yeah.
called today. What's the Northwest? I don't know what the hell it's called.
Well,
They
if you
never
pull up
complained about it.
any list of worst stadiums, FedEx is usually dead last or right down
Yeah,
there.
FedEx.
Yeah.
But when they talked about stadiums back in the day, you could just hear. I mean, John Madden and Pat Summerall, all the announcers would say, "We love RFK," even though it might be considered a dump, but they just
Spe-
love the atmosphere. I mean, I went to so many games at RFK, and trust me when I say that, you could be right beside me. Let the Redskins be winning. I can be screaming your name, and you wouldn't hear me. There was nothing like it. Nothing. I don't know if has Harry ever been there.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
She gives
so
it.
he'll tell you.
They give their condolences to.
Thank you, Mama Sweeney and Harry. I appreciate that.
Yeah, he always talked about how terrible or the much better RFK was compared to.
Yeah, I mean you can't, but they say they're gonna try to bring back that whole
Yeah,
surrounding building stadium.
recreate it.
Yeah, recreate it. So
I
I
got
hope they do.
I got another question from Anthony, which I'll get to in a second. But since we're talking about how great stadiums are, this is part of my news, but I wasn't going to necessarily open with it.
Oh,
And I
I know what you're about to talk about.
and I don't know if you have this in your freezer or not, but I don't have all the pictures.
Mm.
I just pulled one. But if you've seen some stuff going around, you follow sports or anything, apparently the Bills Stadium isn't great, and there's a lot of obstructed views. Apparently, now this is just one of the pictures. There's tons more out there. Feel free to go look them up. I'm not going to put them all up here, but if I ever go to the state, I probably won't ever end up. I did go to one game, in 2019. I went. So with my condition, it might be difficult for me to ever do that again. But I might try to get there. So yeah, as a Bills fan, I don't really care if they win in the stadium. I don't care how it is, but I can imagine if you bet, it's a $2 billion stadium. Season tickets are through the roof. Tickets are through the roof. I can only imagine, but
Like
yeah.
you
So that's
said,
what's going around right now.
if they win, nobody give a damn. That's why they hate FedEx. FedEx is terrible because we wasn't winning. But that's a dump anyway. I hate that. Did I
So
tell you
Maddie,
I hate that stadium?
what Buffaloes or
Huh?
Maddie? I
Ah,
said trying to
that's
watch, but I
funny.
can't say.
That's funny, man. That's real funny.
All right, so yeah, so we talked about that. We covered the stadium. We got to cover the whatever. But so we got Anthony. So he's got a hypothetical for you. All
All right.
right, four running backs. Who would you want to be your bell cow if you had a choice? Earl Campbell, Bo Jackson before injury, Adrian Peterson, or Marshall Falk?
This is very easy because I
Okay.
watched Earl Campbell. If all you go back YouTube, Houston Oilers, 1978, 1979, just watch Earl Campbell. First down, guess who getting the ball? Earl Campbell. Second down, guess who getting the ball? Third down, guess who getting the ball? Third and 7, guess who getting the ball? It was Earl Campbell. Bum Phillips literally ran that man into the ground, man. And it's so sad, man, because if you see Earl Campbell today, he can't walk. He's in a
Yeah.
wheelchair. He can't walk, man. But that guy had the biggest damn thighs. I mean,
Yeah.
if you if you seen this man thighs, you were like, what in the? And he would just run over people, just literally run. And then he can run past you. He was fast too. So, with all due respect to the other running backs, Earl Campbell by far and away.
All right, and then did you see that the young player that the Dolphins drafted in the first round, Chris Johnson, was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig disease? I don't know if I saw that or not. Maybe I did and kind of just didn't register it. If that's true, that's very sad. Everybody knows about that disease and how terrible it is, and there's really no cure, no treatment, or really no anything. So if that's true, he's been diagnosed with that at such a young age. That's brutal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Michael Strahan did an interview with him about
Okay.
3 weeks ago. Yeah, he can't even talk. He has to talk with his eyes. He has a
Oh,
machine.
okay. I did see that. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
sad.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then this wasn't one of the options, but Mama Sweeney or
Mama
Daddy.
Sweeney, I love me some Diesel
Can,
John Riggins,
yeah.
but Joe, John Riggins is definitely a close second. You know, John Riggins is a close second, but Earl Campbell. I mean, Riggins had a quarterback. Riggins had Theismann. Riggins had Monk, and Riggins had an offensive line. Earl Campbell had nothing. Let me say that again. No, he had nothing. Nuffin. You ever have nothing?
Nothing.
That's what Earl Campbell had. Earl Campbell had nothing.
And then one more, and then we'll move on to some more news and notes. Do you think his speed gets underrated because he's known for being the big power back, or was he pretty fast and just didn't really get recognized for it?
That's a great statement. Yeah, I think his speed does get underrated. He was very fast, but most of the highlights, you see him just running over people. But my favorite highlight, go YouTube this tonight, Anthony. 1978 Houston Oilers versus Miami Dolphins, Monday Night Football. Earl Campbell, 199 yards and 4 touchdowns. The famous, he goes to the side. Howard Cosell says, he's gone. He's gone. And he's just running down the sideline. And then he gets to the end zone, and then he doesn't collapse, but he just goes like this.
Right.
And everybody jumps on him. YouTube that. Yeah. YouTube that, Anthony.
All right. So, we started the show off with, condolences for you and your family. And then, Anthony just talked about, the Dolphin guy. And then, so there's other, not necessarily sad news, but, when somebody retires, it's always a thing. And, when you're, big name in the NFL like this guy, it kind of hit everybody out of nowhere. But Teddy Bridgewater has announced his retirement again. And what started a chain reaction where the Lions had to scramble to find a backup, and they just signed Joshua Dobbs as the backup quarterback with a whopping, I mean, we make fun of it, but with a whopping $1.42 million contract.
Funny, man.
I always try to have one headline.
You're a funny guy, man.
But it was actually popping up on my feed. I think I got a notification. It's like Teddy Bridgewater retired. I was like, really? That's a notification?
You know what?
I know it's fine, but whatever.
If he didn't get hurt, I mean, he
really had potential. I know he's a first round pick, and
man, and then they signed Joshua Dobbs. I mean,
immediately it said that's a.
They couldn't wait to do it, I guess.
All right, then okay, so we got okay, so they don't want to pay Michael Parsons, but they're gonna pay this guy. Yeah. So he signed a massive.
What kind of sense does that make?
So it's
but all due respect, come on, man. Michael Parsons is arguably the second best player in the defensive player in the NFL next to Myles Garrett.
Well, you're gonna have T.J. Watt love, even though
no.
And then maybe other people.
If Tim is watching, I'm definitely gonna get
Christian Gonzalez might get a little. I don't know, and there's other corners and stuff too, but.
I'm a Commander fan, and I know how good Michael Parsons was.
Obviously he's up there. With Aaron Donald on his way back, who knows? No concrete news on that, but this is so $105 million 3 years. His highest paid is the most guaranteed. I think 60 of it was guaranteed at signing, and then I think close to 100 of it is fully guaranteed. So just a massive contract.
Good for him, man. Good for him. Not going to help.
All right, and then so I'll have other news and notes for other leagues in my flying high, so I'll save that for that. And then I saw the Buffalo just released their depth chart. So this is the unofficial depth chart before the first preseason game. And I also have the Commanders too. So the starting quarterback is Josh Allen. That was big. It was
he won the job?
Yeah, he won the job. I know it was close between him and Kyle Allen. They couldn't decide on which Allen. But I think the only thing that's really interesting is all the news on Keon Coleman in preseason has been terrible. It's been really bad. I mean, training camp, it's been bad. Where last year it was all good. He looked great in training camp. He's this and that. Deion Dawkins went on a show and talked about he's going to be this and that. And he was great in the Ravens game. And then he was awful and got benched and sleeping in meetings. And now this year we come to training camp and he's dropping passes. They say he looks terrible. He might lose the third, he's clearly wide receiver 3. And he could lose that to the rookie, Skylar Bell. But on this depth chart, he's 3rd. So DJ Moore is obviously 1, Khalil Shakir is 2, and they got Keon Coleman 3rd, with Palmer and Skylar Bell as 4 and 5. Skylar Bell is their rookie, and I've heard a lot of good things. Josh Palmer wasn't great last year, but all the training camp news about him has been real good. And then I think everything else hasn't really. There's nothing really
I
surprising.
like
But
Keon Coleman, man. I like that guy. Something about him, man.
I
I
like
don't
if
know
he
if
was
it's his
good.
accent. I don't know. It's just something about him. I like that guy.
And then I got
I think he just needs to get the hell out of Buffalo.
and maybe I know I
Mhm.
saw a thing pop up the end of the Colts or having wide receiver trouble. Maybe they make a desperate try to trade or something. I don't know, but and then I don't know if any surprises for you. I did want to pull this to see. So Terry is listed wide receiver one, and I don't know if it's the same order like maybe Buffalo is, but looking at this, they got Diggs as wide receiver three, or you could just say he's 2 and 3 with him and Luke. I don't know, but
I
um,
mean, he's number two, and I've been getting into it with a couple
yeah,
Commanders
did
fans.
we Diggs signed after our show, right? So we actually haven't even talked about that, right?
Yeah, we didn't
Oh,
get a
because
chance to
okay,
talk about
I didn't pull the picture. That's my fault because it was what it
it.
happened
Okay.
it happened like the next day, didn't it? Wasn't it Wednesday that he
Yeah, it
signed?
was the
Yeah, of
next. So,
course.
like I
Yeah,
said, I've been getting into it with some fans. I'm like, who's to say he's not number one? Diggs is better than Terry. Look at the numbers.
he might have been at one time. I mean, my dad's not going to like that, but
I mean,
his
it's tough.
peak his
If you
peak is better.
look at versus career right now, Stephon Diggs has had the better career. It's not even a question.
Yeah, he's
It's
older
not.
and he's got the leg injury. Well, I mean that's a few years removed, but
Yeah, I mean, he got 1,000 yards coming off an ACL last year, and they saying he's looking really good in camp. So, I mean, no disrespect to Terry. I mean, he's going to benefit. He's definitely going to benefit from Diggs being on the field. Everybody will.
yeah, I mean, it was funny because like when it was rumored for a while. My dad was like, "Oh, I don't want him. I don't want him." And like the moment he signed and had his press conference, he called me and was like, "Did you watch his press conference in Buffalo?" I was like, "Not really." I was like, "But when he first got here, he was great. It was him and Josh are best friends. That's all about the team." And then after a few years, when he stopped getting the ball as much and stuff, then he became what he became. I said, "But when he
He had
first
a
got here,
100 catch
it
season
was."
every year
Yeah,
with y'all.
yeah. No, I know he did. I know he did. But when his first year, he had like 1,500 yards, and then when Joe Brady took over the offense, they started to do more of a run first with Cooks and Allen. Then they were doing a throwing thing, and then he was. That's when all the tension started. But having for 1 or 2 years should be good.
Yeah, I think he got at least 2 years left if he stay healthy.
All right, so we got Richie Bates. Give me an estimate yards and touchdowns for Steph and the yards. So give us so we will actually. I mean, we'll do that now, but we're gonna we're
I
saving the
got
East
them
for later.
both.
But yeah, go ahead, give them
I
your
got them
predictions.
both getting 1,000, and I got them both getting at least eight touchdowns. Cherry might have more, but I got them both getting 1,000.
Both of a
Welcome
thousand.
back. I'm not gonna say we got the posse reunited, but yeah, this is the best receiver core we had since I would say 2015, 2016, when we had Pierre Garcon, Deshaun Jackson. So,
All right, all right.
and they
So
both got over 1,000 yards, by the way.
all right, so we're gonna do flying high and freezer. Oh, just one more thing, real quick. Just Josh wore this at the practice in a new stadium, so that's what it looks like
Oh,
with Josh in it.
the helmet is terrible. Just get rid of the helmet. That's all.
Yeah,
That's all. Or put the buffalo on there.
right.
You put the buffalo on there, it wouldn't be that bad.
Like I said,
But
there's a
that,
blue model out there with the buffalo on it. I don't know why
what do you
the
call the
top.
red thing again?
It's the buffalo. It's the streak. See, the buffalo's running fast, so it's got the streak on it. See,
Okay.
and then I got this. There you
Ah,
go. All right.
homecoming. Yes, sir.
So let's get the
All right.
fly. So we got flying high. All right. So just real quick before we get to that. So this is how it's going to be until the start of the season. So we're gonna do a division, uh, each week, South, Northeast. We're gonna save the East for last. Obviously, Commanders are in the East, Bills are in the East, and then but Anybody out there watching, if you want to come on and you want to discuss your team, you're more than welcome to. We would love to have you on. But we did full predictions. I used a simulator online, put it all in, picked every game, calculated it for me, and then I got, because I was a little surprised, like who made the playoffs, who didn't. I've never done it before, so like a full like that. So it was cool to do. You sent me over your South today, and I saw how far apart we are on some of that. So that's going to be interesting to see, and we'll discuss that later on. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do the South this week. I think we'll do the North next week, and you want to do the West next week. Which one the Rams in?
We do the West next week, or the?
We'll save the Rams for second to last.
Okay.
We'll do the North then.
All right, we'll do the North.
Okay. So we'll do the North next week, and then if you guys want to give your predictions, you reach out to me and Lee Ice. You can send them to us. Give your predictions in the comments. But like I said, we're gonna do the South coming up, and then for the next week, North, and then keep going on, and then the day before the season starts, because remember, this year the season starts on a Wednesday, not a Thursday. We're getting a Wednesday game and a Thursday game this year, so we will have full predictions the night before of playoffs, who we think is going to go all the way, who we think is going to win Super Bowl, and then we'll also do our end of the year rewards prediction, just from beginning of the year, who we think will be the MVP, and so on and so forth. So we got you covered for the rest of until we get the NFL season. It's going to be all football, but we will cover a little bit of basketball because there is a certain local basketball team that is flying pretty high. So I don't know how much you follow, but
oh yeah, it got to be the ladies.
So the Washington Mystics,
yeah, the ladies. I said the ladies,
are flying high. If you see, they were 12-12, and they are now 19-12 on a 7-game winning streak. They also have Player of the Week. Dominique, let me get her last name right. Not Dominique. Shakira Austin.
Yeah, that's my girl, the one in the middle, who should have been a damn all-star.
And then they have Sonia
dominated Asia Wilson when she came here.
So they are on a roll, and also I will mention this for Midnight Rider. So this was last week for the Minnesota Lynx, who, if you don't know, are the best team in the WNBA by far. Like, it's not even close right now. They're like, what are they, 27-6, and then like the second place team is like 21 and like 12-13. So they're by far the best team. They have the Rookie of the Year, who's also in the MVP race, Olivia Miles, and then she set a WNBA record with 10 3-pointers in a game. What's McBride? We'll just go with that. McBride. I actually watched some of it. It was, again, it's perfect time for WNBA to be on, and I enjoy watching it. I know there's a lot of other controversial stuff going on with the WNBA at the exact same time. We won't really get into much about that.
They can't get out their own way, man.
I know. With Sophie Cunningham and all kinds of other stuff. That's what all the other shows are talking about, and we try to keep it fun and light here. So we don't really
I thought about talking about that.
If you want to talk about it, we absolutely can. But right. I just, we try to bring it in, and I'm, Tuesday Night Flight might cover that a little more. But there's just so much going on with that, and then also with the the transgender stuff, and now there's former ex-players are putting on wigs and making out tweets that they want to be in the draft and all that. It's whatever. But the pure basketball aspect of it, and locally for us, the Mystics are playing real good. The basketball is fun to watch on TV. All of Caitlin Clark's games are always on TV. A lot of the Asia. I know. I always call her. I don't know why I do the Aja thing. Asia Wilson's games are usually on TV. Dreams Reese's games are on TV, so it's always on. You usually have sports on. I think the Fever play. I think right after we get off, but watch Tuesday Night Flight as you're watching. The Indiana Fever. But yeah, WNBA is fun. It's just, I don't know why. Like you said, they just can't get out of their own way. They're finally popular. They're finally popular, but now they're popular enough where it's just full of controversy. It's unnecessary controversy.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, Midnight Ready. Caleb McBride. That's what I said. I knew that.
We can always count on the human Google. You know it.
I knew Olivia Miles. I got that right. I didn't make sure to get that name wrong. You can get mad at me if I got that wrong. But I know her. Everybody knows her. She's probably going to be a Halloween costume this year. because she got the goggles and she got the big fro. No, I don't mean that as like an insult. I'm just saying,
Right.
yeah, but she's got a look that they. I was watching him. I
They
was
need
watching
to
her play.
promote her. They need to
Yeah,
promote her, man. They need
I
to
was watching
promote
her
her.
play the other day. They were talking about her. They were the announcers were talking about the goggles and the thing, and people were
Earl
they, I,
Miller nicknamed her the show.
yeah, I don't know if they were selling them, but a few people in the audience had wigs on to look like her
Right.
hair, so they should sell them. Just they
Mhm.
wouldn't WWE, so
Oh yeah.
all
They
right,
got their commissioner's worse than Adam Silver.
yeah.
All right. Get warm. Put your scarf on, put your scully on, put your bomber jacket on, North Face. Go all the way back to NFL starters jacket. Put it on. Because it's getting cold, cold, cold. All right. Who's in the freezer this week? Well, you started it. Whoever is in charge of the Buffalo's new stadium, like you said, had a lot of complaints about people can't see and a lot of
Yeah.
poor sight lines and bad views. They haven't even played a game in the stadium yet, Brian. They haven't even played a damn game in there, and they already complaining. That's not good.
Well,
That's
that's kind
not
of. I
good.
mean, I'm not saying it's not bad. Maybe it's bad, but that's 2026 world. We complain about
That
everything, and just
is
real quick,
not good.
I'm sorry, and this is your segment. Let me just add one thing
Uh-huh.
because this might get around too. It's going around in my world. They have a banner inside the stadium. I don't know exactly where it is, but I saw a picture of the banner. It's so Patriots fans are spinning it to where they hung a banner celebrating a playoff win over the Patriots, which that's technically what it is. But do you remember when they beat the Patriots in 2022? It's considered to be a perfect game. 7 possessions, 7 touchdowns, never been done in the NFL. So they have a banner hanging up that say the perfect game, Bills 42, Patriots 17. And that's hanging in the new stadium. I don't think it's
Take
hanging with
that,
the I
take
don't
that bullshit down, please.
I don't think it's hanging in
That's
with them where they
embarrassing. That's
well,
embarrassing.
I don't think it's hanging with the AFL championships and the AFC championships. I don't think it's hanging where that is,
You
but
know
I
where
do.
the perfect place to hang that at? In the bathrooms. Hang them in the bathrooms. Put that shit in the bathrooms because it's some bullshit.
Oh, we got Big Dog. Those jerseys not bad. A lot of people don't like them.
They're not.
Exactly.
What?
Yeah. Look at
Yeah,
him.
okay. No, the jersey is the helmet with that bullshit. What is it?
The street. They're running so fast. Look at that. It creates a
Yeah,
streak while they're
yeah,
running.
yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Even though he just came home, even though I'm ecstatic to have him here,
Oh no.
I gotta put Stephon Diggs in
Oh
the
no.
freezer. And I know Midnight Rider already know why. Cause he know me. My brother knows me.
Oh, I don't know why it's
Stephon Diggs, what the F are you doing trying to get number 7? He
Oh,
wants
I
to
do
wear
know
number
this.
7.
Yes, I know.
You can't wear that, man. That's Joey T's number. Super Bowl champion and former MVP. You can't wear Joe Theismann's number, bruh. Get something else. And by the way, you look good in 18. You look good. I like 18. I like 17, 18. You know, I was telling people that's going to be the new 6-7 if you keep it.
Why does he want to be
17,
seven?
18.
He was 14 in Buffalo. Why does he want to be 7?
I don't know why he wants to be 7.
Oh.
Get 14 from the rookie Antonio Williams. But you can't have 7, bro. You that's off limits. I can't tell you how pissed. I mean, I hated Dwayne Haskins just because he was wearing number 7. I hated that dude.
I do remember that being a
Rest,
thing too. I remember that, yeah.
yeah, rest in peace though to him. The Dodgers going in the freezer. You know why?
Oh. They spend too much
Ever-
money?
No, ever since they acquired Scooble, they're 1-6.
Oh.
They acquired the best pitcher in the league, and they are 1-6 since they acquired him.
The baseball
Everybody was
gods.
crying, "Oh, it's not fair." Da, 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 da. Hey, I know everybody's probably celebrating it. I know Showtime Sarah is. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
1-6 since they got him.
So hold on
And
real quick. So because he grew up in this area, he wore number 7 in high school. So that's why he wants the number.
well, That's why you graduate, Mama Swing.
And what did he wear in Maryland? Wear that.
He wore number 1.
Okay.
So Rashad White got that.
Okay.
Antonio Williams has 14. I like 18, 17, 18. You know, I like that. Terry, yeah. And you know, I can't not leave the NBA. Whoever made the NBA Christmas schedule, just give it up, man. Give it up.
I pulled it.
They
That was
so
supposed to be in the
hype
notes.
about it. They got LeBron going to the
Yeah,
playing the
I
Lakers.
saw the game matchups. Yeah.
But look, why? Why are you trying to compete against the NFL? They whooped your ass last year. Listen to this, Fly Guy. NFL ratings. Well, let me tell you what the NBA ratings last year, Christmas ratings. 5.5 million.
So they didn't even beat the Hall of Fame game.
NFL Christmas rating, 22.9. Why are you going against that monster, man?
And you know what
they should never play on Christmas ever again. You know. This is embarrassing.
Buffalo's on. They got Buffalo's on Christmas Day, and I think the Rams are on Christmas Eve or whatever. They got it stacked.
So yeah, that ain't nobody watching this shit. I mean, I watch Steph good, but look what time Steph play.
I know.
Yeah. So after I watch all that, ain't nobody watching them, man. So yeah, y'all the number 1 people in the freezer.
Yeah, I was gonna put it. I meant to make a graphic for that and have them together. The games compare. That's my bad. But you got it covered. So.
Yes, sir. All right, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna break down the NFC South and the AFC South, and we are joined by Mr. Khalid himself. Y'all met him last week. We're gonna meet him again. We'll be right back.
You still gotta think about me. Someone to hold. You can put me on airplane mode. You can put me on. You still gotta think about me. Someone to hold. You can put me on airplane mode. You can put me on.
Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, we are joined by a special guest. He is Wayne. What the hell are you wearing, bro?
Number 1, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, baby. Jalen Hurts. Fly, Eagles, fly.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. How about yourself?
Good. Welcome back, man. Everything good with you?
I'm blessed. Hey, my Birds play this weekend. Football is back.
Football's back. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, Fly Guy, how you want to start this off?
All right. So, I mean, we each have graphics for ours. Do you have your South predictions? You just want to discuss with us, or how do you want to? Because I don't have anything made for him. But have you done a full breakdown, or no, not yet? I know it's a little early to do it, but
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I haven't done a breakdown.
Okay, fine. All right.
Okay.
So me and Lee Ice, we're gonna present our predictions for the South, and then you just chime in, discuss, tell Leroy how silly some of his stuff is and how good some of mine are.
Okay.
All right.
You know I'm a man, so.
All right. So I'll go ahead and start. So everybody just pay attention to the AFC. Don't look at the NFC. Because the NFC is what I want to do second, because that's how different our NFC is. So Lee hasn't seen mine, so he doesn't know it, so he's looking at it for the first time. I only saw his because I created the graphics for him, but I didn't study it, but a couple of his jumped out to me, but we'll get to that. All right, so I have – I'm sorry, let me fix him. I did this last time, and that was my bad for not doing that earlier. Okay, so I got the Tennessee Titans, 4-13, Indianapolis Colts, 6-11, the Houston Texans, 11-6, and the Jacksonville Jaguars, 12-5. And the Lee Ice has the Tennessee Titans 4-13. So we are lockstep on that. Perfect, no problem. No, we need to discuss that. We're good to go. He's got the Colts 8-9. I got the Colts 6-11. Okay, so he's got him a little better, but still not much difference. Not making the playoffs, no big deal. Danny Dimes probably on his way. And he's got the Jaguars 10-7 and the Texans 12-5. I have the Texans 11-6, Jaguars 12-5. So again, similar but a little different. You got the Texans a little better. You got the Jaguars a little worse.
Yeah, the Texans. I mean, the Jags, they won the division last year, but I don't see Trevor Lawrence having back-to-back good seasons because I don't think he has so far. And, you know, they lost. What running back did they lose? Yeah.
They lost Travis Etienne.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's going to hurt them.
Travis
That is going to hurt them. Losing the running back like that. I still got to go on 10-7 just because of Trevor Lawrence. And Lee, when you talked about it, if he ever decides to love football, and not like football, sky's the limit for him. So, and I got Houston bouncing back and winning the division again. Yes, CJ Stroud had definitely had a bad postseason. He didn't have that bad of a regular season, 19-8. I mean, it's nothing to scream about, but nothing to get mad about. They had the number one defense, and unlike the Jaguars, they improved their running game by signing David Montgomery. What you think about our picks, Khalid? Who you got winning the South?
Just on the AFC side.
I got the Texans winning for sure.
Why you got them winning?
He said, why do I got them winning?
Mm-hmm.
CJ Stroud is going to prove it. He has to prove it if he wants a contract. He's trying to get some money. He just had a bad year. It's time to go back to the table, negotiate his contract. He can't do that unless he wins and be successful this year. And this year, they have to get back to the playoffs, of course, but I see them being a top contender to actually try to go to the big game. They got a good defense, and they gonna play way better. D'Amico, he expected a lot, and they just gonna be talented on offense as well. When you look at it, Nico Collins is finally gonna be healthy again. Tank Dell's coming back. Them two right there, that's powerful. But
where you got Jacksonville at?
Jacksonville, I got them winning the 11 games for sure.
Damn, I mean, you got Houston winning.
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be
You
close.
must got them winning 12.
No, I got Houston. Yeah, Houston winning at least 12. Jacksonville, they can get 11 if they can fight. I think it'll come down to truly that last game. So that's what I truly believe. The Jaguars are talented on offense. They did lose A-Chain, but they got Bajol Tootin. He's still a speedster. They still got the same weapons. Travis Hunter's coming back. He'll be playing more offense. So,
what y'all take on him? I think he's
going
to be. Yeah.
Travis Hunter's going to be an animal. He already is. It's just he plays both sides of the ball, but now they got more stuff where they can feature him more on offense because he runs routes very
So
good.
he's going to be an animal where, on offense or defense?
Oh, he's going to be playing more offense, but he also will play defense.
So he's going to be more on offense this year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They said be predominantly receiver, but he would do something more.
Another person, Brian Thomas, he's finally about to be able to showcase himself again. He was injured. He was injured his rookie year last year. I think he just had a down year.
No, he had his numbers dropped. I mean, damn near half. He went from 87
a lot of passes too. So that's a lot.
He needs to have a bounce back year. So I just think too much is going on in Jacksonville. Plus, they're going to have a first place schedule. So, like I said, it's all on Trevor Lawrence. Lynn Cohen got there, and it looked like he brought the best out of him. But can he do it for another year? You know, he's so laid back. You know, like I said, if he ever decides to love football, sky's the limit for him.
So with the Titans, real quick, I was trying to put in perspective that they have, a first pick of the draft quarterback, but obviously we both are in agreement that they're not really going to take a step forward. So,
Who, the
You
Titans?
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Titans I think they might actually have a little bit more success. Maybe I'm giving them at least 6 wins. They have they have talent, and they got the right coaches. You got a defensive coordinator with Robert Saleh. You got an offensive coordinator with Brian Daboll. I think they're going to be good.
That's
Do you
right.
want to
Daboll's
see them? They'll be that's that team later in the year when some of those games you can't afford to lose. That's that team that'll show up and they'll beat you.
How good do we think Cam Ward can be, or will be, or
I
whichever?
mean, remember he's a #1 drafted quarterback.
Yeah.
He has a lot to show. I mean, he was already doing it last year, just like flashes. But now it's time to put it all together in a full season. Can you show us?
I tell you what, I had questions about him, and then I watched the Netflix Quarterback. Have y'all seen that?
I watched Cam Ward's. Yeah,
I haven't watched it yet. I know what it
And
is.
hey, I like him. I like his attitude. There's a clip on there after they won the game. They won the game. And he was like, F this, we can do better. Don't celebrate the win. We should expect to win. I love that. So, but unfortunately, who the hell is he going to throw the ball to?
I mean, they got Carnell Tate. You got Calvin Ridley.
Calvin
Again,
Ridley.
who the hell is he going to throw the ball to?
Those are 2 guys right there.
Guys.
You got Wandale Robinson.
There you go, Midnight Rider, Carnell Tate. Midnight Rider said it right as he was saying it. They're both.
Well, I hope you're right, Midnight. I hope you and Khalid are right. I want to see this guy do good. I love his fire. I love his attitude. Anytime you say F this after a win, we shouldn't be celebrating a win. We should expect to win. And that's coming from your quarterback. I love it. I love it.
Never satisfied. Never satisfied.
What y'all think about the Colts?
I think the Colts, they're going to have a down year. My bad.
You say they're going to have a down year?
I think they're going to have a down year. Just Alec Pierce, he got surgery, so he hasn't been practicing. I think they just lost Downs the other day. He's dealing with a little injury, so that's 2 of your star receivers. They don't have Pittman anymore, so that's already a little trouble right there.
If Mama Sweeney, cover your ears. I think they fucked up when they gave Alex Pierce all that damn money.
That's funny because I wanted him. I wanted Buffalo to get him. I'm kind of glad now. DJ Moore is looking great in training camp. So
you let your leading pass receiving receptions walk, and you give the second receiver the bag. I don't understand that. So when second receivers get paid, it don't work out, man. Just look at the history. It doesn't work out.
So Midnight said Titans lost a lot of close games last season. And then he also, we'll throw this in real quick, condolences to you, Lee Ice. All right.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
You see, it was funny because when I was doing the picks for the Colts, like I said, because I did every week, every game, every team, and then so we're not going to reveal what what obviously the Jaguars is going to be a playoff team for me, but the Texans might not be. We don't know yet. We got to see what everybody else is. But I forgot the Colts. What did they start 7-1 last year or whatever it was?
Yeah, they started out hot. Then Daniel Jones got hurt and it messed up Jonathan Taylor.
I went back and redid it to kind of think about it, but again, at the end of the day, I was like, he's still Daniel Jones, and I just don't. Like you said, they got the injuries. They let people go. I'm happy with where I have it, and then so let's.
Do y'all trust Daniel Jones?
But you got him 8-9 though.
He's not a bad quarterback. I just think last year them injuries they really just it hurt him because he started progressing in the right way, but then now we gotta wait and see. Is he still the same guy?
But what guy is he? I mean,
remember, he went to the playoffs one time.
It ain't like he tore the NFL up. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, he went to the playoffs against my Birds already with Saquon.
Yeah, say that again.
The first year they had Brian Daboll, so he's somebody.
With Saquon, not him. Okay. Now, I mean, I thought he was going to do good in Indianapolis because he had a running back. You know, he had Jonathan Taylor there. So as long as he has a good running back, he can get you some wins. But I don't think he can put a team on his back and carry him. So,
all right. So, any more thoughts on the AFC side? Anybody think to break out? Do we have any potential MVP candidates on the AFC South side?
I mean, defensively, I'm looking at Will Anderson.
Or defensive most player of the year. That's fine. Yeah. Okay.
Like I said, if Trevor Lawrence decides to love football, he could be an MVP.
He was a finalist last year. What was he finished? Fifth in the voting? And he was one of the 5 names
Is
they
he going to
listed.
put that work? Is he going to put that work and work harder, you know, to get better? You know, sunshine. That's what we call it.
All right. So Midnight Rider said, agree Lee Ice can't carry a team. Yeah, I think that's why he's in Indianapolis. All right, so we're probably going to take a little more time on this one. So let's go to the NFC South. All right, so I have the Saints at 3-14 and the Falcons at 3-14. Now let me just clarify. Maybe I'm confused. Who's the starting quarterback for the Falcons?
You said the starting quarterback as of right now is
Tua. As of right now for the Falcons.
It's Tua.
It's Tua. Tua Tagovailoa. He's the quarterback. So I wasn't wrong. I thought he was the quarterback of the Falcons. That's why I have them going 3-14. Okay, so I'm not confused. All right. And then I got the Panthers 8-9, technically taking a step back from last year because what were they 9-8 last year and won the division. And then maybe I'm a little too high on the Bucks. I don't know.
You did.
All right, well, we'll see. But Lee Ice's guy, but maybe somebody's a little too high on Tua. So
okay.
He's got the division as a dumpster division, which they were last year. He's got the Bucks 4-13, Saints 8-9, Panthers 8-9, and he's got Tua carrying the Falcons to a division title and going to host a playoff game, if you say so, at 9-8 for the Atlanta Falcons.
So the team that won the division last year was 8-9. You literally can throw all them teams in a bag and just go in there and pull out one. But the reason why I got the Bucks 4-10, their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. You know he's been in my freezer, but damn, guess what? What Matty I say?
So I think this was based on mine. He compares to my order that the Bucks are going to be number one.
Now the Bucks. Oh, he agreed with you?
He agrees that they're going to be in first. He said, I agree with your order, but I don't agree they're going to win 11 games.
Okay. They're not going to win 5 games. What I got? 4-12. You know why?
4-13.
Because their quarterback is unhappy. And Baker Mayfield is always in his feelings. Okay.
Right, but if he blows it up, he's either going to get a big contract from them or a big contract from someone else. Is he not?
But he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it.
Okay, that's fine.
It's going to carry. And they didn't sign Vita Vega yet, did they?
No, they haven't signed Vita.
So your best player on offense and your best player on defense are unhappy. And you think this team is going to win 11 games?
Because they want to get that bag.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe not
and
11.
I'm saying it right here. Bold prediction. Todd Bowles will get fired mid-season. I hate saying it. I love Todd Bowles. I want him to coach my Commanders at one point. But he's going to get fired.
We got a hot take alert. Hot take alert. Go ahead. Say it again.
He's going to get fired, y'all. He's going to get fired. And nobody in that division ain't winning no damn 11 games. They might not even win 9. I'm just being nice. You know, I'm just playing the odds. There's never been a back-to-back division winner with a losing record. That's the only reason I said 9. I would have all of them going 8-9.
So what am I missing? What am I missing?
I really don't know who's gonna win the division.
What am I missing on the Falcons? What am I missing?
don't know who's gonna win the division.
If Tua is healthy, if he's healthy,
those two words don't go together.
The only team,
Mr. Concussion.
The only
Didn't
thing
they make,
that you gotta
didn't they make a movie? Didn't they make a movie after him starring Will Smith
Oh,
called,
man, that's
called
messed up.
Concussion? Wasn't that about Tua? His biography.
That's messed up. Who you got winning the league?
the only team that I'll say that is a dark horse for me is really the Saints because
Yeah, apparently I'm down on them.
the receiver they drafted, if he's that guy, he pairs along with Chris Olave. That's nice because they got Travis Etienne. That's nice right there. He got
Who's their quarterback again? No, I'm not being funny.
Tyler
Who's their- Chuck. Okay.
building off what he did last year with what he has now. He has more than he had, and they could have potentially made the playoffs last year. They all had their same record. I don't know how they didn't make it. Honestly, I thought it should have been a wild card game for all of them, but the Saints. That's the team that I'll say that I'm not really sure. I can tell you, the Falcons. If Tua's healthy, Tua can lead that team to at least 8 wins. I know that because it's hard for him not to. He got everything he needs. He got the running back. He got the tight end. He got the outside receiver. He got a slot receiver with the guy they just drafted, Zachariah Branch. He has everything. He has everything. All he has
Didn't he have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and an offensive genius? Didn't he have all that?
He looked good at one point. Then what happened after that?
I think they played this team a few times. I think that might have what happened.
He got hurt.
Yeah, right. That's the story of his career.
The reason why I'm picking Atlanta, even though I hated how he treated Shador Sanders last year, is Kevin Stefanski. He has the best, might be the best, I won't say he's the best NFL player, but he's damn close in Bijan Robinson. Okay? You got Kyle Pitts, who looks like he's going to be what everybody thought he was going to be when he was drafted. And they just gave Drake London the bag. So they got a running back, a tight end, and a receiver. Carolina, do they have that? Bryce Young, do you really trust Bryce Young?
See, but that's the thing. If you're putting Bryce Young up against Tua, that's a battle right there.
Bryce Young is the 97th best player in the league.
That's a battle because
Tampa Bay should win the division, but their turmoil with their quarterback is going to cost them.
What you have now? Hold on, go ahead. So
you throw him out the mix. Atlanta has the most experienced quarterback in Tua. Even in Michael Penix, he's more experienced. No, he's not more experienced than Bryce. I think Bryce was drafted before him. They have all-pro running back in Robinson, and they got the receiver in London. So they have all three. That's what I'm saying. Carolina, you don't trust their quarterback. New Orleans, Tyler Sharp. Am I saying this right? His name's Sharp, whatever.
Tyler Shuck.
I mean, he looked good at the end, but he's a question mark, right? I mean, they signed Travis Etienne and Kellen Moore's system. We'll see what he can do in that. I'm not a big Kellen Moore fan. I always thought he was overrated, but he had them playing better at the end of the season last year. So, like I said, you could throw all these teams in a bag and just say, here.
I just think the Panthers have just as much talent. I think they have just as much talent. Not the better players. I think they have just as much talent. He has the receivers. Last year, Leggett.
Who you taking, Bryce Young or Tua?
I'm taking Bryce Young. Who's been the furthest? Bryce Young.
Who you taking, Bijan Robinson or who's Carolina's running back? Rico Dow?
No, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, Bijan's top 3.
Who you taking, Rico Dow or Bijan Robinson?
No, it's Chuba Hubbard. That's their running back now.
Who you taking?
I'm taking
it don't matter. Bijan Robinson, right?
Bijan. Yeah, I'm taking Bijan.
Okay, and so are you taking that receiver, Drake London or T. McMillan?
Yeah, no,
I'm
taking Drake London.
That's a clean sweep right there, bro.
It's a clean sweep, but I said I'm taking Bryce Young over Tua because he's been the furthest. He knows that he's played in that game. So Tua has Tua been there?
Tua led the Dolphins to the playoffs.
Actually, my bad. I forgot he did lose to the Bills. My bad. I forgot.
No, he lost to the Chiefs. Hold on. Let me just because I've had to do this before on.
My bad. I forgot.
Let me break you down real quick. Tua's best season of his career. So they were 3 games left in the season. They were in first place in the AFC. In the AFC, not AFC East, AFC. They had 3 games left. I'm sorry, they had 2 games left. They were going against the Ravens. Okay? They just coming off a big win of the Dallas Cowboys. They're playing the Ravens for the number 1 seed of the AFC, and they got absolutely destroyed. Annihilated. But you know what? That's Lamar Jackson. He was the MVP that year. The Ravens are a great team. They can get it back. They got to play Buffalo the following week for the division. They beat Buffalo. They're going to win the division. Do they win that game? No, of course not, because it's under 40 degrees, and we know how Tua does under 40 degrees. He don't win. So okay, they lose 2 in a row. They went from having the number 1 seed in the AFC to barely squeaking in on the wild card. And what do? They get to go to Kansas City. What do they do in Kansas City? Well, you guessed it, because what's the temperature in Kansas City in January? They got absolutely destroyed. And a long story short, now he's in Atlanta, apparently winning a division. So what do I know?
So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. He lost. You're getting on him because he lost to arguably the 3 best quarterbacks, even though I don't agree with Lamar. He lost to Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
He should be punished for that.
Yeah, he was. He's in Atlanta winning divisions.
He should be punished for that.
Shout out to Anthony for that history lesson on the Miami Dolphins. All right, so real quick, we got Tim Watkins. Steelers will finish just ahead of the Browns. Hey, that's not this week, man. You got to tune in every week.
We're doing the North. Tim, come on the show next week. We're doing the North. You're gonna like who I pick in the North, NFC North.
Yeah, we'll get to all that, but yeah. All right, so we're clearly. I mean, maybe I was a little harsh on the Falcons, but maybe I'm a little high on the Bucks. But like you said,
you're very high on the Bucks. I don't know what you were smoking to make that pick.
It's funny because
Buccaneers do have talent, though. That's why if Baker Mayfield shows up again, I mean, then that'll be it won't be because of the offense.
Are y'all forgetting the collapse that they had last year?
No, I know they were 6-2.
They were Baker's. He's the MVP of the league. He's the yeah. That's why his ass is in my. That's why he was in my freezer the whole year. He's in there right now. The season ain't even started, and Baker Mayfield is in the freezer, and he's playing unhappy. He's playing unhappy.
He's playing motivated. He's motivated. He wants to make a statement.
It's not going. You know, the only quarterback who can play when they don't have a contract guarantee or play, Kirk Cousins. If I was him, I would call Kirk and say, "How do you do it, bro?"
That's right.
What's your secret to playing without a contract? Actually, I would go sign his agent.
He just randomly said McCarthy his ass. Yeah.
I guess he's talking about CJ McCarthy. Are you talking about CJ McCarthy for Minnesota?
I guess. Focus on. Come on, Tim. Focus on. We got 8 teams on the screen. Focus on them.
Yeah, we're doing that. The South.
We stretch it out 5 weeks, man. We stretch it out 5 weeks.
Who's gonna win the AFC South and NFC South, Tim? Focus on that.
For next
week. So
who
you got winning the division, Khalid? You didn't say who you got winning the NFC South.
And for the NFC South, I'm going to Atlanta.
I must be taking 2 crazy pills, I guess.
No, I'm going to Atlanta. You just gave Bijan money. All 3 of their guys just got paid. I'm going to Atlanta.
Oh, he's still talking about the Steelers. He's going. He said it won't be us winning the division because you said who you got winning the division, and then he said McCarthy his ass. That's my bad. I didn't put the original one up.
Hey, say them
we're not
say
talking
them
about the
comments for
Steelers
next
this year.
week, man.
Yeah.
When we do the South, I mean the North.
All right, so shout out there real quick. So we're doing the North next week. Obviously, this show is, pretty East Coast centric, pretty, DC, Baltimore centric. So I'm sure there's a lot of Ravens fans out there. We have a lot of Ravens fans in our network. You want to come on? You want to do your predictions? Go right ahead. We're more than welcome. Obviously, we've been pretty vocal on this show about how we feel about the Ravens and Lamar, but it's what this is for, to have a discussion, spoiler alert, I have the Ravens pretty high, so but as far as they get later on, that's a different story. But so
Khalid,
yeah,
you know a pretty good Raven fan, don't you?
Yeah, my pops, he a Raven fan.
does he want to come on?
Yeah, I'll ask him. I'll ask him.
I got a lot of friends who are Ravens fans. I mean, obviously we can't have everybody on, but I'll see if one of them want to come on. Obviously, you're part of the network. You're more than welcome. And then my son will come on for the Rams. I'm sure we'll have Matty Ice on for the Raiders, and then we'll just have to have, I guess, a big meeting when we get to the East, because we got an olive branch to Anthony.
We don't have no Giant fans out there.
Yeah, we don't need them.
We got Eagles, we got Commanders, we got Buffalo fans,
Cowboys.
we got obviously Cowboys fans.
You got Dolphins fans. Anthony will do
one of our biggest supporters. Anthony is a Dolphin fan. We'll see if he wants to come on. I have a few Patriots fans. I got that might be able to get one of them on. So yeah, but that'll be our big. That's why we're saving that for last, because obviously that's. So Tim's got AFC North Texans, NFC South. So I did this with.
That's another one. That's another one.
I did this with my son, right? And I think for this one we were pretty lockstep on it, so I was feeling good. But then I get a little spoiler alert. He's not gonna be on for this one. Well, actually, he will be. But he had the Bears going 15-2.
Oh.
So I'm not sure. Maybe I was to be happy that we were on the same page when it came to the Falcons and the Bucks. But yeah, I mean, we had a long discussion about going for.
Oh,
I don't have
he has to come on next week just for making that damn prediction. just for saying the Bears are going 15-2. Yeah.
And then we arguing back and forth, and he went back in
with their first place schedule. They got a first place schedule this year.
I guess
spoiler alert.
1,000 passing yards. Then that's what that means.
He's got him. He's got Caleb, I guess, winning the MVP. I told him, I said, that means you got him win the Super Bowl, right? He's, well, I didn't say that. I was like, well, on your schedule, you got him going into Seattle and winning. You got him going into Buffalo and winning. So you're telling me that they can do that, but they're not going to beat the Rams in Chicago, because if they're 15-2, they're going to have home field advantage.
Well, I guess he got his Rams going 16-1.
No, they wasn't that. No, he had the Bears as the highest 15-2. I think he had the Rams. I think 14-3 or 13-4, and he's real down on Seattle. He had them I think a 10-7 or 11-6.
What about the Eagles? What do he have us?
Did he have you guys win in the division? I think he did.
Definitely 10 wins. Of course.
Yeah. It was definitely 10 plus.
All you got to do when you think about the Eagles, worst season playoffs, just worst season playoffs. 10, 11 wins, playoffs, easily. Whatever gets you in the playoffs, we're going to be there. We were there with a 9-8 record, playoffs. I
mean, I do think the Cowboys have a shot to be better this year. I mean, they just never know with them. And then I know and I'm not blowing smoke. The Commanders are building a pretty strong offense if Jaden can stay healthy. Obviously, the defense, we're not sure how that's going to go. They have to they're going to be the Bengals of the NFC, have to score 45 every week to win a game. But with the offense firepower that they potentially are going to have, they could do that. I don't want to give too much away because we want to build to our East show. But I have the Cowboys, Eagles, and Commanders all in the same universe. What the order that is and who makes it to playoffs, we'll get to there. But I have them all fairly close. The Giants, not so much.
I see you got the Saints going 3-14. You just have no hope for them, huh?
No, I just be honest with you. When I did the matchups, and I wasn't really. I mean, you guys just said some people, who they got, but I don't remember being impressed. Like you said, the division.
They were the best team. They were the best team in that division going down the stretch.
You got Chase Young, a double-digit sack guy. Hey, you familiar with Chase Young, aren't you?
Yeah.
I didn't want us to get rid of him.
Man.
But
All right, so
good
again,
old Ron Rivera.
Tim just can't help himself. But again, we were talking about this, so a little preview for three weeks from now.
Yeah,
Dallas
we're gonna
1,
do
Eagles
that
2,
3 weeks
Washington
from now.
Giants 4.
Get your NFC, your AFC North
Yeah,
picks
AFC, yes,
together,
everybody
Tim.
out there listening, everybody out there watching, AFC North, AFC NFC North next week, and then we're gonna do the West, and then we're gonna close with the East, and then the day before the NFL season officially starts, we'll have full playoffs, Super Bowls, and awards, and on and on and on.
All right, y'all. Who's the best coach in the AFC South?
That's Coach Miko. It's got to be the Miko. He's the most
I
consistent.
I agree.
I just want to tweak you. I'll say the Jaguars, coach. That's your guy, right?
All right, who's the best player in the AFC South?
You said best player in the AFC South?
Duval. Oh, what?
Oh, man, that's kind of hard.
If you think about it, it's really not.
Like I'm guessing it's the guy. It's the guy that's going to coach Tua to the division title. I'm guessing it's him.
No, the AFC South. Who's the best
the
player?
AFC South.
The best player.
Consistent. That's why I said it's two if you're going off the last 2 years, and they on the Texans. You can either go Daniel or you can go Will.
Nope. The best player in the AFC South plays for the Indianapolis Colts, Jonathan Taylor. He's the best player in that division.
But he wasn't last year though. He was the year before.
Best player. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I don't know. JT, he good, but that cool down he had, he was supposed to break something that record or get somewhere more.
Who's the best coach in the NFC South?
Yeah,
Oh, Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles. I'm taking
the guy who's about to get fired.
I mean, listen. What Todd Bowles has experience. I'm taking Todd Bowles.
The guy who's about to get fired.
You got Kellen Moore, Dave Canales, and Kevin Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski, I mean, we haven't seen Atlanta play a couple games yet, so I can't say Kevin Stefanski. But if you want to say Kevin Stefanski, then you say Kevin Stefanski.
All right, so I had actually pulled this for last week, and we didn't really get to it. So, but we're talking about the specific teams. This is in alphabetical order, so again, don't worry about the numbers. So Atlanta, they got Bijan Robinson. Carolina, they got Devin Lloyd. Houston, they got Will Anderson. Jacksonville, they got Josh Allen. Oh, Josh Allen. Oh, I have to change my name, Josh Allen, because somebody in Buffalo is way more famous than me, so I have to change my name. Josh Hines Allen. And then we got Saints, we got Chris Olave. The Titans, what the heck is that? Jeffrey Simmons. Is that offensive? That's an offensive tackle.
I know he ain't played that much last year, but you got to put Alvin Kamara as the best player on.
Is he still playing for them?
Yeah, he's still playing, and I meant to mention him earlier. It's him and A-Chain. So
Alvin Kamara still plays?
Yeah, he's still playing. They brought him back.
Okay. He didn't do shit. Did he do anything? I don't think he did anything last year. Was he?
Nah.
He's almost done, man. I think I ain't gonna call him washed up, but
it'll be better.
We've seen the best of Alvin Kamara. I think. I'm pretty confident about.
Lloyd is the best player. Whoa, for the Panthers, that's crazy. They got Devin Lloyd, and he just came to the team. They don't got J.C. Horn.
Who should they have? Nobody's been there.
J.C. Horn.
They ain't the quarterback. That's for damn sure.
One of their best players.
He's the 97th best player in the NFL. Bryce Young, number 97. And Dak Prescott's 31.
At 29 on the top 100.
Bryce, yeah, I mean, is he really the 97th best? Where was he before that? He wasn't even. They had to give it to him because he made the playoffs. They had. I get that. Let's squeeze him in. You know, I want him to do good, but do you give him the bag?
Who?
Bryce Young.
You said, do you give him the bag? Bryce Young has to show me 2 more seasons of him being able to get to the playoffs. or at least show me next season that he can get back to the playoffs.
Well, I guess that's a no because
This is year 4, right? I mean, this is the year. He
Yeah,
can't
this is
take
the
2 more
fourth.
years.
Yeah, he
I mean, I
can't-
guess they
yeah.
can do the option, but the quarterbacks don't like that. So
He got to show it. Remember, they had to bench him. He was sitting behind Andy Dalton.
The red rifle
the red rifle.
is the red rifle. Don't never underestimate the red rifle.
Andy Dalton got a special place in my heart. He threw a, what was it, 4th and 20 or something against the Ravens, and it gave them at absolutely nothing. Went for it on 4th and 20, scored a touchdown so Buffalo could get to their first playoff game in 18 years and score 3 points against the Jaguars, and Tyrod Taylor get fired, and they
And
drafted
who
Josh
was coaching that Baltimore Raven team?
John Harbaugh.
Everybody going goo over him in New York, and I can't wait to be like, I told y'all.
Yeah, I was trying to incorporate that in when I was doing the Giants. I was like, that's right, they got Harbaugh this year. I was like, but I don't see them beating a lot of the teams that were giving me the options to pick. I was like, that because there's so many questions about him, Jackson Dart and Scatterboo and all that stuff.
They need a young coach, man. If they had a younger coach, they would do things. He doesn't fit with them. It's not going to work.
Here's how you know if it works. If the Giants come out and they win all their preseason games, that's the Harbaugh effect, because that's the one thing.
Oh, that was the Ravens thing. Yeah.
So if they come out there and they do that, then then that's a conversation, because that means they like him. So that's something to talk about when we get there.
I mean,
we got a lot to talk about on that episode. So we got.
Winning preseason games don't mean. I mean, it means a lot to him. That just shows you what type of coach he really is. So, but somebody broke that streak. Some team broke that streak a couple years ago.
That's why he got fired. That's the real reason he got fired.
Yeah.
I just realized I've had the freezer on the whole time.
You didn't see it up here?
I wasn't paying attention. I saw it. Feel free to tell me. Yeah. It's a beautiful freezer, so I was just admiring it.
All right, Khalid. I know you got a flight to catch, so I'm looking forward to seeing you on that. Thank you for coming on. Like I said, it wasn't the first, won't be the last. Maybe you should wear a different colored jersey team next time, but we'll let you slide. All right, brother.
All right,
I'll see you on the next show.
All right.
All right, man. Thank you for coming on. We'll see you in a few weeks, or maybe next week. We'll definitely see you in a few weeks.
I'm seeing you in a few minutes, actually.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All right. All right. You ready to get up out of here?
Yeah, man. I don't have to catch a flight today, but you
Yeah.
gotta watch old Caitlin Clark and the Knight Rider and KG.
Mm-hmm. All right. I want to thank everybody out there who wished me condolences to what I'm going through. I really appreciate that. And we're going to leave you like we always leave you. For the Fly Guy, I'm your favorite aunt. You just watch Unapologetic Sports on the Sideline Junkie Podcast Network. Tell them what it is, Ric Flair.
Whether you like it or don't like it, learn to love it, because it's the best thing going today. Woo!